Guys, what's up? It's Rhett here with another video. This is a trade idea video that I think could actually end up happening. I'm getting more comfortable to the idea as the time goes on, and it is if Kevin Durant asks out of Brooklyn that he might come to Atlanta. Now a lot of people are going to say it's crazy. You're thinking like that's a dream. It won't happen. The Hawks have the third best odds to land him. But when you look at all the other teams around us, it would make sense that we should have probably the best odds because we have the most value to trade. If you look at teams like Miami, they don't have enough young guys who are good to trade. If you look at Memphis, maybe they trade Jaren Jackson, but that's about it because I don't think they would trade Bane and some of their other guys. I don't think they would trade Bane. And so then when you look at it, it's like, who do the Hawks have? They have John Collins, who will probably be traded. Brooklyn has interest in him. That's a big pickup and one of the better players that I've named. Then you would throw like Kevin Huerter in the trade, which I think would be just as good or better than anybody else's second option they throw into the trade. Then you would throw in a young guy like AJ Griffin that we just drafted, or a Jalen Johnson maybe. Or maybe both. Give them more young assets. And then you would throw in probably our next 3 or 4 first, or 3 of our first, and then the Knicks/Hornets first that we got in the Cam Reddish trade to bring Kevin Durant to Atlanta. Kevin Durant and Trae Young have known each other for a while. Sometimes Trae doesn't back down from KD, and that's one thing I kind of wonder because it looks like they have beef on the court sometimes. But I think they just know each other as competitors, and they've been together at the All-Star game a few times. So I think the interest would be mutual there, and I think it would help KD help his reputation, and especially coming to a team that's as deep as we are. KD would have 4 years left. You could still probably keep Clint Capella in these trades. You could probably keep Bogey in these trades, and if you can get away with keeping Hunter and Onyeka, I think you would win the trade. As good as Jalen Johnson and them are, I think if you have to get rid of them to bring in Kevin Durant, yes. And I think if you had to give up either Hunter or Onyeka to bring in Kevin Durant, I would do that too. I would do that too. Because Kevin Durant gives you a chance to win now. I wouldn't let him have full control of the franchise. I wouldn't bring him in and let him bring all his guys around him because that hasn't worked out. I would like Schlenk to still have control. I mean, KD obviously and Trae need insight into the organization, but I wouldn't give full control to the new guy. And I would try to keep as much depth around them. Maybe you still get rid of Gallo and you add a PJ Tucker type player. You still need more defense on this team. Maybe you probably bring back DeLon Wright, and you just see where you can go from here. Because if you trade those guys, say if your starting lineup is Trae, Bogey, KD, Hunter, and Capella, it's a very good starting lineup. And if your bench is DeLon Wright, Onyeka, and I guess we still have Gallo right now, but he might be cut, that's pretty solid. You would need some backup guard depth, of course, and I think you could bring that in. You also could maybe get rid of some of these other guys, like a Capella or something of that, and bring in another guard. And then give Onyeka some keys. Maybe you move Capella for like a D'Angelo Russell, since Minnesota's interested in him, and that brings your 2 guard beside Trae, but the defense goes away when you do that. I think DeJounte Murray would be the best fit, but I would go for Kevin Durant first if you get that opportunity. A lot will be determined in the next 5, 6, 7 days on what will happen. KD's got 4 years, $200 million on his deal, so I don't know. I think the Nets will try to get as much value for him as they can. I think he will have like a short list of teams, but I think we would make that list, and what the Nets would get in return would match up well or better than what any other team could offer them. Thanks for watching. Till next time, let me know what you think. Peace.